back in action behind the big screen.
On the casting couch?
On the casting couch. This is my first time on the couch.
This is not my first. It's my first.
Yeah, it's not your first time, okay? Not your first time at all.
Tell you what, I'm fucking nervous.
You reckon?
Yeah, I've fucking been running around all afternoon, fucking trying to make this thing work.
Yeah, I think we didn't really plan it very well, but what do you do? What do you fucking do?
Roll with the fucking punches.
Roll with it. We've got the couch, we've got the big fucking screen, we've got the big man in himself.
There you go, lads.
He's back.
It's been a hot minute.
Back from annual leave.
He's been one of the blokes that really pushed the filming of this podcast, so look, we've pulled out all stops for you on this.
Look, I'm very happy to be here in the first
under the big lights.
the first trip out to Central Station, and
look, hopefully that works.
Hopefully it works.
If that works, so look, let's paint the picture for everyone. We're obviously recording the podcast now.
Yeah.
We've got the fluoro yellow / fluoro green backdrop behind us, and hopefully if it all works out,
you don't see that green.
yeah, hopefully it's the backdrop of Central Station.
yeah.
So look, like, a bit of a background of where we've come from. We've got a little bit of an idea we want to keep running with. We don't want to be in the same place twice. So when I bring a guest on, we sort of want to pick a random spot and see where we can go. Like we might be in the Amazon, we could be in the Bahamas.
Piney Tavern on the terrace.
On the terrace.
We could be in the special room, the Pokey's laptop, bring his laptop.
Yeah, we could be anywhere. We don't know. And the best thing about the guest, obviously Bev knows what's going on, but each time the guest comes on, they don't know where we are. So they could be sitting here talking a bit of shit, and look, we could be in a cubicle somewhere.
a couple of flamingos behind.
Pass the bag.
We could be anywhere. So. Look, I think hopefully all goes well and we can get it running pretty good, but look, I didn't do hair and makeup today.
I think just call it 3 tradies, 3 duds.
Yeah,
3 studs.
3 studs or 3 duds.
Hydrated by Grey Northern today, everyone's got their beer.
Yeah, no.
Let's take a sip and wash away the nerves.
Wash away the nerves. You're not allowed to drink on the fucking...
On the platform?
Yeah, no. I didn't really think that one through.
That's a large fine, isn't it?
It's up there.
It's up there. To even get alcohol in on the platform is pretty full on it.
Yeah, it's pretty frowned upon. Every time you head out to ANZ Stadium, you got to duck over to Red Cow, get it in the paper bags, and sit on the train there.
Make sure transit officers don't come by.
You always walk past a group of cops on the way, and you know that they know that you're up to no good.
Yeah.
Just hopefully no sniffer dogs.
Well.
Talking about sniffing.
Yeah.
We have a bit of an experiment.
Yep.
Do you have the experiment?
Yeah. Are we going to knock it out of the way now, you reckon?
I reckon we knock it out. I reckon we get on.
That'll really get everyone going.
Gets everyone going for the whole podcast.
Yeah, that's good. Good idea.
So we're going to pass the bag to the right.
The bottle.
Who's got the bottle? Well, you want to tell everyone what we got?
Oh, everyone we got. We can't read.
Well, we got bath salts.
We got Epsom salts. So what we have here is
the pool again.
That's magnesium. That's for recovery.
Yeah, we've got a bit of bottled ammonia. So
for all the aroma needs.
For all your people out there, this is not an essential oil that goes in a diffuser
or a Gundolini.
This is legit shit. Now look, we had a bit of off-screen, a bit of a tester here. Let's just say Mick looked like he got struck by power lines. It was
definitely a rocket up the arse.
Definitely a rocket up the arse. So I did have a sniff, and I never knew my eyes and my nose and my ears were all connected in one tube, because it felt like I went in my nose, round my eyes, out my ears.
Is it a kind of little bit like, I've never done it, so I'm a bit, we're popping cherries here on the casting couch. Is it a bit like the Jungle Juice experience where, you're in a club, you have a little bit of the JJ, and you start spinning a little bit, or what are we talking?
Look, you know what, let's just let him have it for himself. Who's going to go? Let him go first?
We'll let you go first.
Yeah, you're in the middle.
So you got to shake it.
Yeah.
Mick, hold his arm.
Shake and bake.
Shake and
what you want to do, hold on. You want to shake it?
Mm-hmm. So you bake it?
No, you want to shake it. So we're going to give it a good shake, maybe 5-10 seconds.
Yep.
Then you'll take the cap off.
Right.
Near the face.
Close your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Close your eyes?
Yeah, study, yeah.
Right, close your eyes.
I was going to say where we got it from, just in case it's illegal.
You've already said his name.
I said stutter.
Stutter.
So you'll shake it a bit, you'll take the cap off, close your eyes, inhale. after you've inhaled, regardless of what current state you're in, put the lid back on.
Please put the lid back on. Righto.
And then once you've come together,
that red light's still bleeping, so we're
yeah,
sweet.
so we're on.
Camera's on.
Walker's on.
Camera's on. Righto, that's 10.
Yeah.
Closing the eyes.
How's it feel? It sounds like you just woke and pop up from the
What is that, cunt?
What the fuck?
Your face has got that many shades of red.
50 shades of red.
50 shades of red. Oh my god.
You just got to.
What is that, man? Are you going to have a crack again?
I'll go next.
Oh, who the fuck?
What do you reckon?
Oh. And you're supposed to lift 300 pounds after that?
Yeah.
No way.
Is that your first thought after you did that? Where's the weight?
I'm struggling to lift my eyelids open. Fuck me, cunt. Oh, right, I'm alright, yeah.
Alright, you come good.
Yeah, I'm still a bit dazed, but...
If Meerkat does the half the sniff of what he did on the tester, I'm telling you, I seen white fucking thing come out of mate, he lifted back.
You like this?
Give it a good old shake. I think I'll go to it.
How come my balls look big from this angle? It's the way the shorts are hugging my...
Mate, the camera can't get you.
Alright, here we go.
I'll tell you what.
That's a big shake.
That's
Eyes closed. Oh, I did it! Oh, I reckon I need to go again.
No! He's going to get too up. No, he's not going to get his God, that's look at your eyes.
It's not good. It's not good.
Oh man, that's fucked. Ooh, seriously, pull that out around a glass table.
This doesn't need to go in the microwave.
Oh my god.
Right, I'll give it a crack and get the.
Imagine that before a festival. That would light you up.
That, where's the weight?
Why are your tears brown?
Because it's come from my anus.
It didn't wipe his face before he got in here.
Pass me the dumbbells.
That's mad, man. Why anyone would want to do that for fun is ridiculous. I'll take that back. Do not compare
Don't lift weights.
Do not compare that to the Jungle Juice experience, because that is just horrible.
We've got 3 grown men crying on the couch.
Oh, look, it's good. It's good. We'll get the sucking dick
You
later.
know.
I tell you what, that's fucking viewers discretion. Holy shit!
Oh, look, it's good that we got the cameras on for it. That'll be a good first clip.
Because I tell you what, imagine listening to that on Spotify and not seeing the footage, you'd be going, what are they doing?
Oh,
Yeah.
man,
Well, if you're joining us now on Spotify and
We
you're
probably
wondering
should've-
what the fuck's going on,
Probably should have said a little disclaimer before it to
do a big sniff now and tell me if you just...
Oh, it's
I
clear.
don't want to do it. I think this one's... Oh, no, she's wet.
That there, look, it's. I don't know any other use other than doing that with the boys, but that is. Look, that's not
Who
making me.
invented that?
That's not that. It's ammonia. It's
Yeah, no, but like, who was the first person to go, you know what? I'm going to give this to bodybuilders just so they can lift.
Look at the last
massive
point.
weights.
Uncap, sniff, perform.
I don't know how anyone's performing.
Mate,
Give me that air conditioning unit. I'm throwing it over the shoulder.
start throwing it up the ladder.
Because, well, we spoke about Theo Von and Joe Rogan did
That's
it on
how
their
we got onto
podcast.
it.
That's
Have
how
you
we
seen
got hold
that
of it.
clip?
Yeah, no,
that
I have.
clip.
I actually, I listened to that podcast. That was wild.
You need a tissue?
I'm alright. I'm alright for now.
The show goes on.
Yeah, whatever.
No, that's where we got it from. Joe Rogan, Theo, and then we said it in the podcast a couple of weeks ago, and a good friend of ours said like he actually listened to it and then went, "I'm going to try it."
Yeah, and we're done with
it's been passed around all his mates, and then he's like, "It's got to come on the podcast."
Yeah, well, good on you.
I don't think that is any good for you
Nah, can't be.
at all.
No.
but-
Can't be.
It's a bit of a rush.
Yeah, it
But
is.
have you seen actual lifters when they get onto it? They're just like, I don't want to sniff real hard, but they really give it a beep. They really turn up the Dyson, and then they go lift. Like, mate, I can't even open my eyes.
Yeah.
No, I can't imagine. It's just similar stuff to what you see the footy players. I see Dylan Brown. He's always in there. They got a little towel over a bucket or something. They open it up. They give it a good.
Well,
Good old whip.
what they're doing there, that's Vic's in hot water, and that's good to clear the nose before you go out on the field.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I need that just to clear the snot out of my nose after inhaling the
I feel
aroma.
good. I feel like I've come back down.
Yeah, I'm still a bit peaked.
Yeah.
But
Well, our good friend said give it half an hour and it'll feel like you've had a couple of long blacks.
right.
He said he had the jitters,
Really?
so it's probably not the best to time to be doing that. But
yeah, no, it's
I'll tell you what, if you keep that in the truck, you're going to be not spending money on coffee. I'll tell you how much.
sounds like you got the jitters now.
Yeah. So I think it's a good thing to get out of the way.
Yeah, no, and welcome to the Tom, Dick and Harry
Welcome,
podcast.
welcome. This is the new version of us. So what's been happening, lads? You've got a bit to inform us of.
Yeah, I'll let you guys go first. I think we'll be bogged down in my shit for a bit. So
What's been going on with you, Terry Gypsy?
Yeah, well, you know, what did we do on the weekend? Not
You
much.
tell me.
I can't even remember, eh?
You went fishing.
Yes, fuck. Yeah, shout out to Summer Chargers. Lathan, fucking captain of the boat. And Lathan, he took us out on the boat, not the first time, not the last. And John got a caller, brother-in-law John.
How did John get in front of me, by the way, actually?
I don't know, just weight restrictions on the boat.
Oh.
But yeah, we jumped in the car bright and early on Saturday morning, and 3:30 made the trip to Summerland Point. We're on the water by 6, and because of daylight savings, which we'll touch on in a minute, in a little bit, didn't get light on the water until maybe, you know, just before 7, but it was a bit windy. So you've got a bit of fishing background. They say if the wind's blowing south, get the fuck out. That's what he was saying.
I think that's another saying.
Yeah. No, that's what he was saying. He said,
"Fuck out." I think that's how it goes.
No, he said if the wind's blowing south, it's no good. It's bad fishing.
bad juju.
There's so many bad jujus with fishing.
Yeah. Well, it was windy. We jigged for squid for a little bit, and it took me about 45 minutes to set up my rod because it was a brand new rod and I hadn't done it before we got on the boat, so he wasn't too impressed with that.
Rookie.
And then
He's just keen to get into fishing, eh? While you're trying to
he was already jigging, and I'm struggling to put the fucking swivel on in the dark. But we ended up going around to this point where a couple of episodes ago we spoke about the podcast, and I went fishing with him. We had a big bust up, and I actually called them whiting, but they were actually Taylor.
Right.
No, I think you called him something else.
Yeah, fucking
I don't think you know your fish.
white Jews. But yeah, we went back around to this sport, and I think that was the part of the fishing that I was so fixated on. It was the bust up, it was the cast, and it was my new rod, new swivels, all the bits and bobs, and just there was no bust up. I was looking for seagulls. That's when you sort of tell whether.
Are there hot chips out there? Heaps of hot chips on the water.
When we went to the last bust up, there was fucking seagulls diving at the water, and that's where the fucking fish were. Anyway, no seagulls. There was no bust up.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
He clears the fucking Swansea Bridge now, so pull the rods down. We went out to the heads.
Yeah.
Both me and John have got our lines out, and we're fucking trawling. Once you get out the heads, we're trawling. Boom, I get on. First fish I've ever caught on my new rod. Boom, wiping a bonnie. Short.
Is this correct?
Yeah, this is a bonnie.
Yeah.
Bonito? Captain, Bonito, that's the one. You can eat them raw, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, really?
Just, fun fact.
Sashimi.
Sashimi, it is. And then John hooked up, maybe
With
5-10 minutes later, he pulled in his bonnie on his Kmart fucking rod.
Yeah, J Barvis or whatever it's called.
And then I think I hooked up, but mine maybe fell off at the boat or something like that. Actually, you know what it was? The bastard bit me line and cut it, so I lost me fucking $4 swivel.
Bit your line?
Yeah, so the fish bit the line, sharp teeth these fish have.
I don't know what he got the hook in its mouth.
Yeah, well, I don't know what's happened, but that's what I say what would have happened. But yeah, once that bastard stole my swivel, it was all downhill for me. The old seasickness.
Crept back in.
Yeah, crept in from the anus, and
You had the shit.
it went to shit. John was having the fucking time of his life. First time out around the heads, don't know what you're feeling sick about. If you could feel what I was feeling at that boat, Leif was fucking running my head through broken glass. He's like, nah, fucking man up. John looks like he's having a fucking ball. Yeah. So I just fucking stood there and just fucking just enjoyed it for as much as I could, but it was fucking...
You can't stand there and enjoy it when you're like...
Nah, it was horrendous.
I've been there, done that.
It was, and they were having a ball, those two. So I couldn't do fuck all. I had a little turn out steering the boat, and I was heading back in for sure. And then old mates come back around and said, "Get the fuck out of the way. We're going to do a couple more laps." And I would have been that shit bloke, you know, just like, let's go back in. I don't feel well. John was absolutely loving it. He caught a few. I think he caught maybe 2 more bonnies.
Wow.
But and then it just went downhill from there. You know, fucking it was windy. Fucking just. Lovely trip.
The wind was blowing south.
Yeah, the wind was blowing south. They say, I think it's if it blows east or north, it blows in its mouth or something. Anyway, so join in. Yeah, you know, this is enough about the fishing. Join into my YouTube channel, catfish.com. Catfish. Yeah, fucking look, fishing was good. Apart from that,
that's all you did, isn't it?
Yeah, we only went up there. We started heading back about 2 o'clock. Got home for the footy, and that was Saturday.
Yeah, I think the weekend before we had a pretty big weekend, so this weekend just gone. I don't think we did too much. I did some shit around the house, went and played golf with the kids.
You've been doing a fair bit of golf lately.
Yeah, I go through waves. Like the old man's always played golf pretty hardcore. Like, but then like I've been getting back into it late, and I like it. And the young fella's getting back in. So
what are you shooting?
What am I shooting? I haven't really taken. Like I did probably 10 over at Leone.
Fuck, it's not bad.
It's not too bad, but. Like Leone, not taking anything away from Leone, it has gotten better, but it's classified as a goat track. Billy goats live on it. You know what I don't like about that golf course?
Can I sorry to chime in there. Just a little bit of a fun fact.
Yeah.
Leone Golf Course is actually where I lost my virginity.
Really?
What the fuck?
Really?
Yes. yes.
You know what I like about that story? It was the leg up.
It was getting comfy.
I thought David Attenborough was like Planet 2.
No, yeah. So you play up the first, and then
first is very good.
The first, and then sort of down onto the right there, just before the second tee off. Anyway, let's not get too bogged down in my situation. Back to the story.
In other words, you've got a plaque on the second.
Yeah, it's there somewhere.
You carved his name into the tree.
Yeah,
sponsored by Bev.
It's there somewhere.
This is a night.
You know what I don't like about that?
Did you really drive that? Did you really drive that hole?
Oh yes, it was a hole in one.
It was a hole in one. Eagle. Was it albatross?
What
did they say when the ball's coming through the tree? They yell that ball.
No, ball.
That's what they hit.
That's what they hit.
Yeah, that's what was hitting their balls.
Ball! Idiot. But that course there, because everyone lives across the back and around it, there's like they can walk out their back gate onto the course. And for some reason, all the residents that I've ever seen walk around, every time you go to tee off, they look at you like, you'll be right.
Yeah.
Mate, I am not the best golfer. You're about to get in the back of the head here. They're always walking dogs, and you're like,
yes.
They look back and go, come on, mate. Come on, and you're like, I don't think you want to be there, because I really, the more you tell me to hit it towards you or like hit it, I'm gonna hit you.
Yeah.
Anyway, the back, the 7 and the 8 up the back. Now, there's this border collie. Now I've played 3 times there in the last week, and the same fucking dog. I swear to God, I've been millimetres away from taking it out. And I'm hitting good drives, and I'm like, that's in the air, that's got to hit this dog. The dog's just sitting there like, he knows the ball's coming, and he goes, point straight inside him, and he doesn't even flinch. Like, he's used to it. But I'm like, if you're a resident of Leone, you're putting your life at risk walking along that, because everyone that plays there is not a professional.
Nah, it's known for attackers.
Yeah, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
So who would be at fault if you weren't hit the dog?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
He's on the course. I don't own the dog.
Yeah. You can't shoot it. You can't shoot it from 200 metres away. Go on, you can't.
Because he's going to come up at you.
Get on the deck.
Get off. But I've been playing because the young fellas have been getting them out of their mother's hair. But the young fellas are going pretty good, man. Like, they're actually going all right. Like I got him. He's got a set of clubs. Like the young fella's got a driver, a sand wedge, pitching wedge. He actually broke one last night at the driving range, which he was very devastated about. I didn't hear that, oh shit, but I heard, oh yeah, and he's about to say something. As I turn around, there's his iron like flying in the air.
Wow.
So what, it broken off?
Yeah, like he's practicing, man, and like he's trying to hit it off the foam. Like we said, sometimes you do hack it, and you're hitting well behind the ball.
You're hitting some pretty sticky shots.
Yeah, and I give him like all credit. Like he is trying. He's fucking 6 years old, but we've got a deal. There's a blue drum that's probably 30, 40 out. he has to get it over the drum on the full to get whatever he wants.
Yeah, right.
And it's funny how many shots he reckons he's had. He's, I got it over. Mate, I'm not watching. You're full of shit. He goes, check the
tracker.
And all of a sudden he's at his ball that's like rolled 40. I'm like, no, it's going to be in the air, mate. It's going to be in the air.
So where's this at?
19th hole down there near the wake park.
19. Oh, yes.
Driver range. So I've been taking him down there. Small bag, bucket of balls.
Yeah.
And just gets him out of the house, and we've been trying to do a lot of no technology shit, like no iPads, no phones. So
golf's pretty good for that sort of shit. To sort
get
of
him out,
bit of a distraction.
Yeah. I got hooked with the golf bug during COVID. It was during COVID when I started playing a lot. I had the time to play a lot, so I was getting out there probably 3 times a week. Helped that I was living on a golf course. So, so it was pretty handy.
It is a very the sport vary. Like sometimes you really enjoying it, and it's one of those sports where you'll go spend stupid amount of money to think you're going to improve yourself, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't. Like I'm still using irons. I got given these irons by my old boss. One of his old sets. I've got like a Titleist or Tillers. What are they called?
Titleist, yeah.
Titleist driver. I've got a Titleist 60 degree. I've got some good weapons in the bag, but the irons.
Got some good weapons in the duffel.
Yeah, in the duffel bag. But the overall irons, I would not say have a very good brand on them, but they still hit alright.
Yeah, well, I literally got back. I got back not Sunday gone, Sunday before that. I got back and then went down to Drummond on the Monday.
Straight away,
straight away, and actually went and ordered a new set of irons. So
what brand?
I got Callaway Apex blades. So
wouldn't have a fucking clue.
I'm about 1800 in the hole with them. So
I must admit, like you go from hitting, like I've been hitting my irons and they're going alright, but then my brother's got a set of Strixons, I think. And mate, totally different.
Yeah, no,
they sound different. Hit different. You're like, oh, but then you talk about the pros and that, and not to get too much into the golf, but like they don't use what we have. Like they've got like
So that's the clubs that I've bought there. That's what blades are. So the normal club that a sort of an amateur or someone just starting would use is sort of a cavity back. Where it's a hollowed back sort of iron, where a blade is literally just metal, and
they're not forgiving.
Not forgiving, and it's a bit like if you've ever hitting off the toe in the winter. It's kind of like
you've kicked your toe in the winter.
Yeah,
he's looking at you like, what the fuck?
So if you hit off the toe of the club in winter, it's kind of like hitting the top of the bat with a cricket ball, like you feel it through your whole fucking hands. It's like that. It's one of those feelings that just you fucking go, why did I buy these things? But it is an addictive sport. It's pretty good.
I've broken a few men.
Yeah, I'm sort of in the process of convincing the missus to one night a week. I'm not going to be home until 8:30. That's going to be my set night, whether it be a Wednesday or probably not a Thursday now that footy's back, or a Tuesday or something like that, where I strictly go down to the driving range, get a bucket of balls, practice, and then play every Sunday morning at 6 o'clock. I can just try and...
Well, it is a sport at the end of the day.
I'll try and get into that rhythm. Meerkat's tried to recruit me for OzTag.
Yes, I heard this.
And I do have a history of playing OzTag, but I can't do it anymore. But I've still got that competitive edge to want to win something, or just like little wins.
Just win some time away from the missus. That sounds like what you're trying to win right now.
It's not that.
Meerkat's taking up golf.
Yeah, I think it gives you a little bit of fire in the belly. It's just sort of missing that for a couple of years there, just not having anything to do, and then I found it in golf. 100%. So it just gives you that little bit of something that you can do. And to be fair, the only dramas that you're going to get in terms of injury is doing your back if you're stupid, or pushing a cart up a hill on fucking a very hot day, and doing
something silly.
Getting a stitch or something stupid like that. But it's not really taxing on the body unless you go to the driving range and get a large bucket of balls and you stick with the driver the whole day and you try and be fucking Bryson DeChambeau and crunch it. But
crunch it for 400.
Yeah, but it's just
break it back.
Yeah.
Do you enjoy playing it? I know we're going on about golf a bit, but do you find walking it is more enjoyable than karting it?
It's
like a weird feeling. On both.
I've got different ways to play golf. if I'm playing competition with people that I don't know, just randomly going out there, getting the time slot just to get a game in on the weekend and try and better my handicap, I always walk because you clear the mind walking up to the shot.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I better get.
A
bit of ammonia, it'd be fucking sweet.
Yeah, it slows you down. You can actually think about your shot. You're playing with randoms. You're not really talking too much.
Yeah.
If I'm with the boys, I'm in a car and I've got an esky in the back and we're fucking blind and we're ripping the course up. Like it's as simple as that.
Like you don't have kids yet, but let me just say, don't take kids to the golf course because it's very fucking frustrating. They think it's the most exciting thing in the world
to drive the car.
Yeah, my son drives a car. I walk it.
Yeah.
So once we get past hole 1 at Lino, I hope you're not listening. He drives the car the whole time.
Yeah.
He is a maniac driver. He's good because it's like bring me over here. And he's like, yep, he has his hit over there. I walk up to my shot, clear it. Then I turn around and there is my younger son hanging off the back where the clubs are. And those two mad cunts are just belting around trees. And it's like, get over here. So the clearing of the shot has gone because I'm now frustrated.
Yeah.
Next you know it's hack. He goes, Dad, you missed it. Shut up, you fucking bastard. You're the reason I missed it. But no, they're good. Like I take them every time we go and we get them away from their mother. Mel came the other day. It was pretty good. She got to experience it and she got actually car sick.
Not taking a piss, I honestly reckon if you picked up a club, I reckon you would be hooked because it's one of them games where
I can fucking drive it. When I get a hold of the car, he'll back me up.
It's not really about that.
That's all I can do is just fucking drive the car.
It's kind of being able to clear your head before you have a shot, or if you have a bad shot, just going, fuck it, that's it. And like you've got that sort of mindset to be able to go, nah, that's all right.
Since you've been away, I've actually stopped masturbating, so my head hasn't been that clear lately.
He hasn't touched the sand wedge in a little bit.
I've been away from naughty videos and masturbation for like 3 weeks now.
Really?
Yes, real clean.
Wow. Yeah,
real clean.
He's gone.
Let me tell you, it gets cloggy for like the first week, and I had to call him the other day. I was at home alone.
He said, "Please be on the line for the next hour."
I don't think I could do something like that because I just think you'd constantly be on edge, and I'd feel sorry for the people around me. I feel like I'd take it out on them.
Masturbating in front of people?
Well, that too. With the door open at least.
Look, I've copped the grunt of it because if I don't talk to him, I'm getting abused.
Yeah.
He wants a divorce at the moment because I haven't been.
Yeah, it's like we haven't fucking spoken that much lately.
This week's probably been one of the weeks where I haven't spoken to him as much.
Usually it's like every day on the way to work, during the day.
Smoko, lunch, in between.
But today I've just been getting knocked back, been getting pushed to the wicketkeeper.
Yeah. Wow. No, it's a good reason. I was pretty busy. Yeah. I did have 7 missed calls when I left the job. But hey, it is what it is. But at the end of that, golf is a very good sport. Yep. It will break a lot of men, but it will make a lot of men.
That's it.
You watched the Netflix swing?
I did. I watched it on the plane. Over to Thailand. So yeah, got that out of the way. It is pretty good. I think it's probably not as good because a couple of the big dogs are going over to live. But yeah,
they're coming back. They're coming back.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. To be honest, I don't follow it too much in terms of being able to sit down and watch it because of the time zone difference and because when they're actually playing to win the championship, it's always on a Monday, and I'm always going to work, and then I don't really. If I don't watch something live, I don't really care about it too much. I'm not going to go watch a replay. I need to be someone that watches it live and experiences that emotion of, you know, oh shit, this is exciting, or getting a little bit of adrenaline, like watching the Dogs fucking win in Golden Point the other day. Yeah, I was on the end of the couch, but
I thought you were doggies.
But yeah, so I don't really get too bogged down in watching it. I watch all the clips on Instagram and stuff like that. That's probably where most of my time is spent, is watching, you know, golf videos and shit like that. But
I get hooked up. I'm actually at a point where I'm about to ban myself from Instagram.
Really?
So I haven't been on TikTok since I got rid of it. It's
been
been like a long 12-month hiatus. Instagram's better go. Instagram's better go because I'm addicted to reels.
Well, because what you can set, one of my mates, he actually said it, you can actually set a lockout. There's a lockout setting in your phone on apps. So if you reach a certain amount of time on that app for the day, it completely locks you out for 24 hours.
Really? I think I might just get rid of it.
Yeah, well, you can do that, but
either either.
But in saying that, like, I do run my business like Instagram and Facebook. Facebook's gone to crap. Facebook shit. I don't know. I don't like to bag Facebook, but it's shit.
Yeah, because Facebook's listening right now.
Yeah. Apparently they listen to you all the time.
I think I could get away with honestly getting rid of everything except for Messenger, just so I can have those group chats with my mates, talking shit about the ponies on the weekend or something like that, just to get involved and actually keep those communications going, whether it be just little ones, right? Like, because my work, I can't really have conversations on the phone with people all the time. It's good to get home and you sort of get home, you look at the inbox or you send a couple of messages throughout the day when you get the chance. So I think I probably couldn't live without the Messenger. Snapchat, the only Snapchat I get is off him. And that's it. And then Instagram, it's just posting shit about the missus, just how much I love her.
And talking about that,
let's
talking about the missus and that. I watched this thing on. I know I'll speak about him a bit. What's his name? Dr. Peterson.
Who the fuck is that?
He's a doctor in America. He's come to Australia not long ago.
Yeah, I think I've
got a beard and that.
I remember talking about him.
He talks about the difference between living your life on social media to living your life in real life. Does that make sense? So things people get disgruntled with or see on different platforms, like we just spoke about, but how you little things down, like how do you greet your wife or partner when you get home? Do you kiss her? How are you going? Do you talk?
Yeah,
like a little thing like that. And he adds it up into a thing. So he said that might equal a quick hello, a kiss, goodbye, or hello, sorry,
hello,
equals 10 minutes for the week. Right. And then it's do you sit down and have dinner together and talk about your day? That equals an hour and a half a day or something you know what I mean? He breaks it down in situations and he talks about the communication and connection with your partner, you know what I mean? Without, they're getting too stroppy. We've been sniffing ammonia here. People might think we're going a bit sideways, but how do you, when you get home, do you greet? I know you don't have kids, but your partner. So that's the only sole person at home.
Every
pets and shit.
Nah, so we're just about to. Next week's about to get pretty hectic. I'm going to pick up my dog on next Friday. So
new dog,
brand new dog, straight out of the womb. Aussie Shepherd, Bloom Early.
Oh, he actually teaches you.
Yeah, I told him.
Yeah, so it's a good.
Looks like a bit of a
kind of like a border collie.
Mixed with a Kelpie.
Yeah, a little bit.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, pretty much. They're just a little bit smaller, a little bit more fluffy. They're good, honest dogs. So
smart.
Boy or girl?
Boy, little Max.
He's already got a name.
He's already got a name.
He's Max.
Yeah, no, so the plan is, you get...
He's not going to dig up my turf.
No.
He's going to shit in this 3x3 square.
Yes. Look, it's going to be inside dog.
No shoes are going to get chewed up.
No, if you've met the mother, you'd understand that if he does anything wrong, he's going to get pulled into the line, so she'll have him trained up pretty good. No, but so he's a bloomer early, so we're going to keep him for about a year, get him a little bit mature, and then we're going to get a second dog.
Fuck, you really had this all worked out, eh?
I don't know. Like I've mentioned on the podcast before, all I had to do on my proposal date was show up on the day with a ring. My missus had the whole thing planned. She's got my whole life planned out for me, so it is good. But
2030, what are you going to be doing?
So
refer to page 300.
So we'll get another dog. We'll breed it. We'll sell the entire litter, but the best looking one. We'll keep the best looking one, and then we'll get them the sexed. And
you'll have 3.
Yeah, so we'll have 3 dogs.
Well, mum, dad.
Yeah, and mum and dad and the little pup.
Can I give you a little bit of advice with the dogs? I've got 3.
Yes.
I got 2 Kelpies and a German Collie. Now they all get along. They're all mad dogs, but I'll tell you what, the amount of dog shit 3 dogs produce is crazy.
That's probably I haven't really got into that, and
I'm sure your missus has worked it all out.
Yes,
what we're gonna do, babe, is we're gonna head on down to Steel. We're gonna get the fucking vacuum. It's gonna go around. It's gonna pick your shit up itself.
We're gonna hose it in, and then when you can still see it, we're gonna waffle stop and cut the floor.
No, I got 3. We did something similar. We had my Mel's female Kelpie is from very good bloodlines, she's tattooed and all that. And look, she has had the best
tattooed
life.
And all that.
when they're purebred, they tattoo them.
Yeah, right.
So if you are getting sold a
They get a big
purebred dog,
FTA
you need-
underneath
you
the
need
neck.
to- You need to see if they've got tattooed or
Or
sometimes by the ear.
Yeah, I don't know if they're tattooed, but
I don't know if they tattoo them. I know working dogs and things they tattoo them. And she had a tattoo under her back leg. So there's an actual tattoo, like it's a dye. But look, I think that shit's gone out the window anyway, because we bought my dog Cobber. He's a purebred Kelpie, and he's like a, what would you say? He's like a not a red. He's a full red, but he's like a deserty red.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit rare and with green eyes. So we thought the same thing. We're gonna. Yeah, he's got no balls now because he rooted a lot. But
he got around it.
and I don't know if you've ever seen dogs mate, but they get stuck.
Yeah.
Which is looks very painful because I've never seen anything where they face the opposite side.
Yeah, so I
I
actually.
don't know if you've ever been stuck, but if that was me, I'd be screaming.
Nah, so I heard this on a podcast, and it was a bit of a mind fuck to me, and I didn't want to go for the Google, so I'm glad that someone else has verified it.
Yes.
I didn't want to Google it and see what happens. And apparently, what they do is they mount traditionally in the doggy style.
Yes.
And then what
that?
And then what they do is they then throw their leg over and face the opposite direction
With
the pecker still locked in,
Yeah.
like it opens out sort of like that.
Yeah, it goes like a balloon.
Yes.
It's like a plug.
Yes.
It's like, yeah.
You've got us live down in the ag farm talking about dog reproduction.
Yeah. So
Well,
like
that's where-
my
that's where we
brother-in-law,
cut to.
brother-in-law breeds a lot of working dogs, and he explained to me because when I first saw this many moons ago, when we were out the farm, I was like, "Holy fuck, that poor bastard!"
Yeah, right.
And the female was dragging him by his old fella, so she wants to get on the back of the ute because she wants to keep working.
Holy cow.
There's old mate getting dragged backwards.
Oh, no.
In between
There's
the legs.
old mate getting dragged.
Yes, and he ended up just going, look, I don't want to put the old man through any pain, so clip the dogs on the fence,
Yep.
they'll settle, he'll settle, and then they'll go back to normal.
Right.
Yeah.
But he's even seen dogs get done. We're talking about dogs here, but
This
it's a
fucking
story.
sniff shit that's fucking put
Yeah,
up.
it's got, I
Yeah.
might go for another hit.
Yes, can we get for another hit?
Anybody want to come to the bathroom?
He's actually seen when their dogs are that on heat through the fence, get stuck through the fence.
Oh, no.
Toey has.
That's getting out.
Look, that's commitment. I've praise to them. That's I don't know if I'd go that far. I've been down some pretty dark holes, but
yeah,
The second hole.
Yeah, getting stuck. Those guys,
I can't avoid the
You can't avoid the
camera.
camera. He's like this, looking down at the ground.
We'll just blur his face out.
Please cut.
Yeah, well-
But yes, look. I think your idea is good, and yeah, I think those
I'll
dogs-
let you know in a couple of years anyway.
Yeah, that'd be good. But what are you going to do about activity? Like they're a very active dog.
Yeah, so Maddie, she's just
He's also got it worked out.
Yeah.
We're going to buy 4
Maddie,
tread.
partner?
Maddie's the partner.
Four
Yeah.
treadmills.
Yeah, she's the partner, but can't disclose the mistress's name. But no, so she's just transferred hospital, so she's a little bit closer to home now. She's doing a little bit.
She hospital nurse.
Yeah, I was midwife, nurse and midwife.
Where at?
I can't disclose.
Oh,
that.
sorry.
But yeah, no. So she's transferred to a closer hospital, and you know she's going to be around a little bit more. Or it's not that she wasn't around more before, but yeah. And then hopefully see what happens, and she might be off soon. So, well, not soon, but in the next year
Or
or
you
so.
could go to Leonard and take your dog there.
Well, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, just
Just
say
walk
that
your dog.
Yeah, or buy a place that backs
I
onto
just
the
on
golf course.
6, mate. Number 6. That's all right.
No, so what I've actually we know that they're working dogs and stuff like that, and obviously I can't be as home as much as I want, but these dogs are so smart that you can probably do this for any dog.
Himself.
Yeah, well, you can probably do this for any dog, and I don't know why people don't do it more often. Is buy a little contraption that the dog can put the ball in and it throws the fucking ball.
They've got 'em.
I don't know, they have them, but I don't know why people don't buy them more, because the reason why they dig up your backyard is because they're not stimulated in the head. Right, so they're not. Their head hasn't been stimulated. So when
explained you a lot,
Yeah.
So when you take
understimulated.
when you take your dog for a walk and you're there around your dog, they're stimulated, they're hyper, they're happy to see you. They've got that in their head. If you can teach your dog to put a fucking tennis ball in a machine and spit it across the side of the yard, I'm sure that the holes in the backyard will slowly stop getting there, because they've actually got something to do while no one's there, and they're able to play and jump around and do little shit if they don't have another dog with them to
or
sort
you do
of.
what I do. I put them on concrete. They can't dig through concrete.
Well, yeah, it's an easy. You don't have to. You don't have to clip the nails that way. So.
No. My fucking young dog, man. He's caused some dramas.
Daniel, you have a beer there, bro?
Yeah, mate. Sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Meerkat's been. He hasn't even sipped his.
Yeah, that's my second one.
Is it?
Yeah.
My young fella, Cobber. Like, look, we got a love-hate relationship. He can really drive me crazy, but then I really like the dog because he's a really good-looking dog and he's fucking loyal. Like,
yep.
You know what I mean? He look. The hardest thing for him was coming from 1,000 acres out there, Barombi, and having to get shoved into a backyard that's on a 800 square block. You know what I mean? So he didn't like it. So the old 6-foot fence wasn't big enough. He used to jump it.
Yeah.
Clear it.
Yeah.
So I hope your dog does not jump because. Fuck, once they learn to jump, see you later. And it was my fault because when we were at the farm, I taught him to jump on the ute.
Yeah.
So he knew how to jump, he knew how to jump out of the yards, he knew how to jump the fence, like, you know what I mean? Then all of a sudden I put him in the backyard and Mel hit it, and the wife hit it on the head. Like, you've taught him to do all that. You can't
you can't
de-learn him doing that. So now our house looks like a prison because we've got the big, what do we put it up? 600.
800, and then you're going 600 on
the
top.
little privacy screens.
The privacy ladders. It cost me a fortune.
Colourborn?
It's all colourborn.
Colourborn? I know a guy.
Yeah, I know a guy. He didn't actually do it, I did.
We did it together.
I did one back bit. Look, if you ever get the meerkat to help you at your house, he'll eat you out of house and home, but he actually won't do the job he's actually gone there to do.
Yeah, I've got a little bit of work to do over this Easter period.
Don't invite him.
He hasn't got the invite, and I think I'm going to keep it that way.
Unless you've got bottles of rosé to get rid of.
We've got a couple of fucking Silverdale pies and chicken salad rolls.
I'm hungry. Mate, you haven't even done nothing. Who's doing the barbecue? But yes, we end up paying the invisible dog fence. Have you heard of that?
No.
So it gets put under the ground, goes back to a transmitter. They wear a collar and buzzes if they go near it, which is supposed to deter them. My dog would stand at it, so we upgraded it. We put him on the Rottweiler one. He stood there. He didn't move, and I'm thinking, is this cunt working?
Oh, you put it on?
I accidentally. This is accidentally.
No, you fucking accidentally.
Yes, I didn't put it around my neck. I took it off him. I said, "This is bullshit," and I threw it in the back pocket.
Oh,
Little did I know I'm going over the transmitter and going this, that, and I've walked back. It fucking belted me up the arse that fucking hard. I said, "This is cruel." Almost. That's too. I said, "How is he standing there? Like, is it just a fluke? It's not touching him, or?" So we paid a lot of money for that, and we threw it in the bin. We done the fence instead. But look, I'm about to do the front up, and I want to do a nice Hampton style front fence.
Yeah.
But I also don't want him to run and jump over it. Yeah. So I've got to.
So it's got to be
maybe
2-4 high.
We've got to do 2.4 high.
You actually won't be able to see the house. You'll only see the fence.
You can only see the roof.
It's actually a jail.
But I don't know what I'm going to do. But look, a lot of people said, like, why didn't you get rid of the dog? It's not the
Fuck
fault.
no.
So I take him for walks. If he gets out the side gate, he'll wait by the ute and jump in the toolbox, and he'll love it. He loves it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've started. Obviously, we know we've started running as of late. And I've actually got this belt you clip around your hips, and it clips onto a lead, so you can run. You don't have to hold it.
Well, it's good.
So he loved that. That was mad. It's actually made me run faster. And if I was tired, I just put the handbrake on, and he just pulled me a bit. But he's actually towed me multiple times around the block on the bike. He's a strong little fucker.
Yeah, right.
Strong little fucker. But look, any working dog needs to be worked and stuff, because it's a bit unfair for him. But it's good if you can get. I'm going to look into that. Teaching the dog to fucking throw the ball in.
Just a little, Just give it something else to do during the day while you're not there.
Keep it occupied, you reckon?
And then get some cameras set up around the house so then you can watch him do it.
What about you can also? There's some cameras that you can talk into. The dog can hear.
Yeah. No,
hey Max. Max.
I've got cameras all around the Wi-Fi cameras all around the house, and I think in a storm we'd be out, and there's a storm going, so you sign in and have a look and watch and you hear him going off, and I just do the big. I don't have a big whistle, but through that it sounds pretty full on. But then you hear him stop barking.
So what's your take on dogs barking? Like, so
look, I think you are. Look, dogs bark for a reason. There's a reason for it. They want to communicate, or there's someone there, or multiple things. Like, my dogs just don't bark for no reason. My dogs are either, like, if they're doing it early in the morning, I know their barks now because I've had them for a while. I know they're playing. So if it's 6 in the morning, they're playing and they think it's fucking funny. I'm trying to sleep in. It's like, stop, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Go out there, eat. And they're like, sweet. They look at you like, all right, no worries, I'm not going to do that yet. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night, 12 o'clock at night, someone's walked past the front, they're onto it like fucking flies to shit. Mate, and I think it saved me a few times, because obviously it deters the bank robber.
Yep.
But
The bank robber.
because my dogs are working dogs, their bark is for obviously pushing cattle, like sheep, because that's what I've taught them all to do. So it's very hard for me to civilise them and go, don't bark. You know what I mean? So when we first moved in, the floods happened out at Londonderry. My mother-in-law ended up moving in with us, and she's got a what's Humphrey? Golden Retriever. He's a Labradoodle of some description.
It's a little brown fluffy dog.
He's not little.
Lanky.
Big cunt.
Big.
Got a hell of a bark.
Fluffy, lanky
Like
dog.
if you were behind a fence, you heard him bark, you'd shit yourself. You're like, well, fuck this.
Yeah, but you've
him?
seen the dog, you'd think
Sideshow
fucking
Bob.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I can take it.
Yeah.
But he moved in, and because he's used to being with the mother-in-law all the time, he's in a different thing. He barked flat stick. Now I hate that. I hate consistent 24/7 barking. Like, mate, pull your head in.
Yeah.
So we got a few bark complaints, and then obviously he's gone back out to Londonderry, floods are over, all this shit. Barely barks because he's an old man. Like, he's used to his shit, and all of a sudden he's getting put in there and a little bit on edge. You know, dogs are very environment orientated, so that's why you get them as pups, and it's very hard to get a dog that's well established to be like back in like the thing. So
I think I'm down the same track where it is a bit annoying. Like, I'm sort of a shift worker, so I've been at home at times where, you know, it's the middle of the day, you can't excuse it, but there's fucking dogs barking. But then I've also been there when, you know, I've had a day off or something, and then you've got neighbours that their dogs bark constantly when they're not home.
Yeah.
Now, I don't give a fuck.
But you do.
No, but I'm going to let you know. So
that's what happened to me. That's what happened to me.
Yeah. So I'd rather someone come to me, and I'm going to let all my neighbours know once we got the dog. Look, for the first couple of months or whatever, you know, he's going to be missing the litter.
Yeah.
We're not going to be home all the time. If he's barking, you know, if it is annoying, let us know and we'll sort it out. But then once he gets to an age where I feel he shouldn't be barking, but if he's barking all through the day, I'm going to get a bark collar. Like, just the same thing.
Yeah, I've got one of them.
The same thing. Starts barking, gives him a little cunt.
Hey, shut
Don't
up.
do that.
Yeah.
And just go from there. It's only because I'm a shift worker, and I understand. And I've got a cop that lives next door to me as well, so I know what it's like when you're trying to sleep during the day and you've just got something yapping just because one car's drove past, and it's very hard. It ruins your week, basically.
Yeah, well, that's what happened.
That's a big call, bro.
Well, look,
Humpty Dumpty.
week.
It was the same because Humpty Dumpty, he was there, and then also my mother-in-law's smaller cavoodle.
Yep.
But he was old and blind and whatever, but look, way out of his element being at the back with all these other dogs. So I did feel for that, but the poor cunt would just bark all day because he's not with my mother-in-law.
Yep.
Then that's what the guy ended up coming across the road. He's like, mate, look, it's echoing under your awning, it's fucking driving us, it's coming off the colorbond, like, it's so fucking loud. And then when I got the cameras installed, I'd be at work and I'd listen to it and I'm like, fuck, that's annoyed me through a camera.
Yeah.
So even my dogs, like, because they'll on the ute all the time, and when we lived at Morombi, we were doing stock work and that, like barking at stock and barking at, like, want to get off. They're like, I want to get going, so you know their barks. But then what happens if you take them and you're driving out to another farm, they just bark on the thing. So I fucking hated it. So they're smart. Like, I didn't even have to turn it on, so the bark collar.
Yep.
I just put it on them, and they went.
They know.
They don't say shit.
Shut the fuck up.
Now, I haven't done it in ages because Cobber's been very good, but driving out to Londonderry nearly every weekend for me brother and sister-in-laws, he's now thinks it's all good to bark. So next time I take it out, I just have to show it to him, and I've never even turned it on. I've never turned it on. He just knows, like, fuck, this thing. This thing here looks like it's going to get me.
Yeah.
It's smart guns.
You ever thought about getting a dog?
He's had about 16 dogs.
I've got look, I had a Kelpie. I mean,
he's a chameleon.
I do have a Kelpie. That's at my mum's house. That's a fucking good bloodline working dog. Being that fucking
that was.
That'll round up everything. Fucking, and then February we become owners of a toy cavoodle.
Ooh.
Nice little dog we got for Hallie's birthday.
Nice little dog.
Nice
That's different than the conversation we had.
Yeah. Look, I worry.
Love-hate relationship?
On the love-hate relationship. On the barking thing, I never hear the cunt bark.
Well,
I don't think they bark.
They don't really. It's like a little.
I don't think you can in those small dogs. I don't think you can fit a voice box.
No, they
into
don't have- they
something.
don't have-
They barely get testicles.
Yeah.
I think that's
Nah,
like
so
that.
the thing, well, you know what makes up for that dog? It doesn't bark, but like Hallie could be walking around the house and that cunt's like jumping at her, trying to scratch her, she might be carrying around a bunny or some shit, and the fucking little popcorn chicken's trying to fucking grab at it and that, but it's
is
a
a
good
very
little
small
dog.
dog.
It's a tiny, like, the cunt will sit in your lap.
It kind of looks
you'll
like
pat
a
it for bit,
little
but-
wicked wing.
It does for a bit. It does look like a little popcorn chicken, a little bit of a wicked ring, but yeah, it's coming around. It shits just about anywhere and everywhere.
What made you go to the
Aussie Shepherd.
Yeah.
I don't know.
A lot of people I know fucking getting into it.
Well,
Yeah,
I
never even heard.
Popular dog now.
Yeah, look, they've been around for a while, but I don't know. I do. My dog, he's fucking beautiful. Like just the colours of him.
Oh, the new one you have.
Yeah, the one that I'm getting. He's just.
You got to wait 8 weeks or some shit. Or something?
Yeah, so I'll get a fucking photo up while we're talking. Fuck it. So we get him next Friday, but he's got blue eyes. He's predominantly white, grey, and black. Like he's.
No, yeah, I had one of them. I actually. Yeah, you remember that litter? Yeah, I had a German Coolie that had
Yeah, German Coolie. I know one of my mates has got one like that.
2 different coloured eyes. Oh.
Yeah, so that's in there.
Don't get me hooked on puppies, man. I'm bad for that.
Are you really?
Yeah, I'm bad.
Is that a weak point?
It is. Mel
Where
says
you
all
can
the
see
time.
his eyes.
It's a bit like your tool point. You're a bit bad on tools as well.
Tools and puppies.
Tools and
Yeah,
puppies.
so that's in there.
That's in there. You have to watch his nose.
Oh, hey, Max.
Yeah, so just for the
Hey, Matt. Oh, you ever watch Pets? You ever watch
No,
Pets?
no, I
you
haven't.
got kids yet?
Nah.
Yeah, the main character on Pets is called Max.
Well, the Grinch's dog. His name Max.
Look, the only problem, so the owner, she's up in the Central Coast, and it's pretty hard to get this specific colour of dog.
Yeah. Mel's
So I had to go up there. The only little problem that I've got with the breeder is
It's not the dog. The breeder.
so every Sunday we get an update, and we have been since we paid the deposit on the dog. Now, I'm all for talking to pets, and I'm all for having pet voices, and that's all right. But fuck's sake, do not put your toes in the videos and send me videos of your fucking toes with my dog chewing on your toes. I'm not for it.
No good toes? No good?
Mic drop. Fucking mic drop.
Like Shrek toes? Or
Nah, look, I'm not going to get too bogged down in the breeder. She's a lovely lady, but
sucking on your toes?
Yeah.
Hopefully Tracy from fucking where's she from?
Nah.
They listening.
Yeah, no. So that's my one pet peeve, but and he costs a little bit, but other than that,
Yeah, so we just want videos and updates of the dog, not your
just the dog, not your
Oh,
feet.
look at that.
I'm
Maybe this
alright.
Sunday she might have cut her toenails.
I'm alright with the puppy voice, like, talk shit. We all do it. You do it with your kids. Don't act like a mad cunt. You all talk shit. I do it with my missus as well. Everyone does it.
Well, I'm strapped to the bed.
But yeah, just keep your toes out of it. I don't have a problem with toes, but just not these specific toes.
Yeah.
And they don't need to be painted, blue and greens and shit like that.
Maybe she's-
Keep it basic. White toenails. Piss it off.
Keep it basic.
I don't think my wife Mel has ever had white toenails. Like, I don't think white's very popular.
I think
I think white's very common. It's very neutral. I think it's
yeah.
That's what
Going on top of that, do you what like fingernails? Like, do you got a specific colour you like on a girl? Like a girl, your wife?
I
a bit of French tip.
French it looks good when she's stroking it.
She can only get the pinky on it.
Look, he hasn't touched himself in a lot of weeks.
Yeah.
As if you can
Actually,
see
I'll share a story when we get off air. I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Why don't you share it on there, you coward?
Share that one off air.
That's a coward. That's a coward. But you have it. I have a specific colour.
What is
I like a red, like a Ferrari, like a red. I'm a
That's
very
some 50 Shades of Grey type shit.
Yeah, I like a real dark red and.
With the real 3-inch nails, eh?
No, just your normal girl nails, like nothing fake.
Yeah,
just,
look at, I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to hope you're fucking selling any puppies at videos. Look at those fucking fingers. Holy cow.
on the topic of fingernails, I was actually fortunate enough.
You actually lost that in someone's bum.
I was actually fortunate enough to lose mine when we got back
that's
from.
not too bad. But
It's not, but it was
It looked like it would have been sore.
Look, the whole nail was black, and my missus was spewing about it because obviously in the wedding photos, my left hand, I had to go like this and sort of
Get the ring.
get the claw going just to get the ring on with the photos with the photographer. But yeah, she
They
wasn't.
can Photoshop that, can't they?
Yeah, they said they could, but they
Put a
didn't.
green screen behind it.
Well, that's it. I need to send it off to Tom, Dick and Harry's editor and get a couple of those photos chopped off. But yeah, no, I never lost a nail before, and I was always giving it to this bloke at work about losing one. And I was in this lift pit the other month, and I banged my hand on. It was very hard on a bit of Rio, and it wasn't on the nail, but it was behind the nail.
Oh, like pushed back.
It was back here, and now what happened was the nail continued to grow. It bled a little bit. I released the pressure with the needle.
Oh, yeah.
All that
Correct
things,
Yeah.
and for about a month there, I thought I was going to be lucky enough to keep my nail. Now we were on the plane home on the way home, and I looked down at the nail, gave it a quick once over, and noticed that there was a slight crack appearing from the bottom of the nail. So it actually broke it from where it starts, and it had grown itself out.
Yeah,
Weird,
yeah.
So it was very arched and high. But I was lucky enough, there was a nail growing under it, so I didn't really experience the full...
Of losing it, and then it actually growing out.
Yes.
That's a long procedure. I've done that.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a bit fucked. And
It's a bit committed like a relationship, but...
Yeah.
You got to stick it out for the long haul.
That's
what
it,
we
you can't
do
get
for the long haul.
frustrated
We're
with it.
dogs, we're fucking getting married.
But big thing about that, you got married.
I did.
We haven't spoken about that
We
yet.
need to speak about love.
I know. I think I need a whiff of that fucking bar
You want
salt.
another? Go on, bum salt shit. You want another?
Go on that. Before we get into the conversation, I'll just...
Let's just splice the fucking podcast up again.
Oh, this is it.
Right, let's go.
They're real tears, eh? Because you're talking about your wedding.
I just wanted to... Baby, I love you.
There's love song dedication over here.
So it was very good. We went over there, Thailand.
Oh, you got married in Thailand?
Got married in
I
Thailand.
thought you got married here.
No, I got married in Koh
You
Samui.
said here.
Yeah, he got married over in Thailand.
Yes, you idiot.
Nah, so we had
Koh Samui?
Yeah, Koh Samui, small island off Thailand.
Off Mexico, Meerkat told us on the podcast.
Nah, so yeah, had it done over there. About 45 at the wedding. We had about 3 days to sort of settle in before the wedding.
Oh, dangerous.
Weather was beautiful. The blue margaritas over there were fantastic. I got into my work on the first day there, and the missus said to me, she goes, "There won't be any more of that." Surely enough, the second night we got into our work again.
Yeah.
We went to a day club over there, and then the wedding day.
Day club.
Day club.
Yep.
Yes, D.
Day club. Yep.
And then the day of the wedding, I woke up in my stepbrother's room wearing his pajamas because we'd had a big night the night before. Now
After the day bar.
So at the day bar,
I think he's trying to I can hear his brain ticking over.
Yeah.
You need to sniff again because
I'm just really,
you haven't really said too much.
trying to listen.
yeah. So anyway, I wake up, I go outside, I think, fuck, the nerves hadn't hit me yet. Hadn't hit me for ages.
You got nervous.
Still didn't hit me. I was like, I was fine, right?
Like you're actually looking for the nerves. You're
I was
like,
waiting for it. I'm
fuck's
going,
on?
why does everyone talk so much shit about their wedding, about panicking, right? Anyway, so it starts flogging down. Like, I'm talking monsoon rain.
Really?
Right.
On the wedding day.
On the wedding day.
That's good luck.
It's fucking great luck. My proposal, I had to fucking drive through the rapid waters to get the ring because it was at mum's house and then drive back out to then take her out to propose. So if it rains on the day that she fucking gives birth, we're going to name the kid Rain.
Yes.
Hey, that's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, so...
Maybe it was conceived when it was raining.
My brother's my best man, and a couple of my other best mates. They took me out to get a massage and
Roll over, big ball weed.
So there was eight. There was 8 of
I
us.
like how you said massage. You said massage.
So there was 8 of us.
Donald Trump sort of. I got a massage.
Yeah, so there was 8 of us, and we went into this massage parlour or whatever, and we've all gone in there and we said, "How many have you got?" They said, "Oh, we got 6." We said, "Nah, fuck it." We went up to the next one. "How many have you got?" They said, "Oh, we got more people starting." We said, "We'll come back. We have 8 people. We all want to be in the same place." Anyway, kept walking the streets, and I'm looking at the time, and I'm going, fuck, we better start getting ready to go back soon. Anyway, we found one place that had 8 people ready to massage.
So you are all in the same room?
We're all just walking.
Yeah, but when you come to the massage...
When we come to the massage, we just want 8 of them, right? We didn't care how many rooms, whatever, we just wanted 8.
Oh, okay.
Just turns out, this place that we went to, it had an upper deck, and you could actually open all the curtains. Right, so 5 of us are on one side getting normal massages, and then the other 3 boys were across the way getting a traditional Thai massage. Now, the first 5 minutes of the massage, I could not stop giggling. I thought it was the best thing ever. I was looking over and going, this is fucking bizarre. No one had the curtains drawn. Everyone was so uncomfortable. I was laughing. The chick put her forearm into the back of my head and pushed it into the ground. It was kind of like a mini baseball bat. It was just feeding me into the deck.
Anyway, you don't know if your head's coming back out of this hole.
So about 45 minutes goes past, and like the masseuse sits you up so she can do the top of your neck and your back and that sort of shit. So we sit up, and then I look across the fucking hallway or whatever, and I see my best man with a towel over his head, sitting up, just getting fucking turned into a pretzel and doing windmills like this. And I lost it. I could not sit still. I was crying. To the left of him was my other mate, had just a towel on him with one leg straight in the air behind his ears, and I just thought it was the best thing ever. And so anyway, we've gone to get back into the resort, and we're in a tuk-tuk.
You're in a what?
We're in a tuk-tuk.
Tuk-tuk?
Yeah.
What's a fucking three-wheeler motorbike?
So it's basically just a ute, just with an open cab on the back that you sit in, and they play music, and they got fucking lights and shit. It's pretty good.
Cool.
So we're struggling to get through this fucking water because it's still raining at this point. And anyway, finally managed to get through, and we come to a hill. We're about to go up the hill, and I said to the boys, I said, we need to fucking get on these wheel arches and make sure he's got a lot of weight here, otherwise we're going to lose traction, we're not getting up here. So everyone's crowded to the back of the fucking tuk-tuk, and we got up this hill. Anyway, so we start getting ready for the wedding. I'm going, fuck, where are these nerves, man? Where are they?
Haven't kicked in yet.
Hadn't kicked in. Anyway, the photographer comes, and it hit me like a fucking ton of bricks. I was shitting my pants. Like,
really?
Just getting ready, but just not really shitting my pants because of the moment, because, you know, I was marrying the love of my life, I had nothing to worry about, and to be honest, part of the reason why I think I didn't really get nervous was because I didn't plan a fucking thing.
True.
She planned everything. So the only thing that I had to worry about was how much alcohol we had.
That's a big... That's tough.
We had 4 kegs of beer. So
for 40 people.
So 360 schooners. We had 40 bottles of wine, and then we had mojito mixes and that sort of mixes. So we had
for 40 people.
Yeah. So my part was tick.
You get to take that. You take that home.
No. So anyway, my part was tick. All of her stuff, a bit. You know, she would have been a little bit nervous. But anyway, so I'm sort of standing there, because we did a little bit non-traditional thing. So what we did a first look. So,
I've heard of this.
So I don't know if,
I've heard of
so a first look basically is where the photographer goes to a place, they basically stand there and watch me shit myself for a little bit, take photos, and then my missus rocks up and taps me on the shoulder or calls out my name, and I turn around. And it's just me and her. So then the ugly cry's out of the way, you know what I mean, like the ugly sobbing cry, like, and then you're not that nervous.
Yeah.
So we got that out of the way. Anyway, we get to the...
So let's talk about that moment. Because I seen the video. I seen the video. He's standing there. He's looking out over the water. Big fucking balcony, whatever the fuck it was.
I didn't cry.
Nice view.
Yeah.
Hey, don't fucking steal his moment, eh?
I'm not. I'm gonna go back in.
Anyway, he's out there. You're looking over there. I seen the view, and then
So looking out and sort of thinking about I don't know
about Max.
No, I don't know what it was in that moment. But you sort of think about sort of where you guys have come from, and sort of got to this moment, and then it's sort of like it all builds on you, and you can't help it but be in your thought and go, fuck, like, look where we've come from to this moment now, and you're sort of panicking, and then the tears start coming before she's even there, and I'm going, oh fuck. And then I looked down at my watch and then I realised the watch don't have batteries in it. I'm going, shit. I'm going, she said fucking 4 o'clock and it feels like 4:05. It feels like 4:05.
The sun's here.
And he starts doing some fucking history shit that he learned from
Anyway, so I distracted myself because obviously we were on the side of, we were fortunate enough to have our wedding on the side of the world. It was on the side of this island, so I was looking out to the ocean. Down below me was rocks. There was crabs fighting. Thank fuck there was crabs fighting. So I'm down there, I'm looking at these crabs, and then the waves are crashing. And
what a symbolic moment.
I'm looking at these crabs, and then I hear something, and little did I know, Maddie had been standing there for probably 30 seconds. Lachlan, you got this. You can turn now. Fight. She goes, fight. You can turn now, and I claim I can't hear her, but I couldn't hear her.
Couldn't hear her the crab fighting. Or?
Yeah. So finally turned around, and there she was, looking at me, and it just
a man looking at a girl.
Yeah, and it just, it's hard to explain. Like it's very hard to put into words. Like it's sort of just, it's probably the best thing that you could do is do a first look. For anyone that's worried about, panicking in front of everyone, it's good to be vulnerable in front of the love of your life, and it's just you and her in that moment, rather than worrying about what other people are thinking about you.
Yeah.
You can actually express yourself how you want and go, you know what, she's not going to judge me, she's just about to marry me.
Yeah, true.
And, so...
She can't back out now.
She can't run now.
Obviously, so cried, and then we did a little thing where we wanted to do like a present or something to open on the wedding day. Mm-hmm. So I got her a little, a box with a candle for her to light. I knew that she wouldn't have liked the tea at the resort, so I brought the tea from home.
Earl tea, Earl Grey?
No, English breakfast. And then got her a nice perfume, like a really nice perfume, so then she could wear it on the day. So then any time that she sprayed that perfume, she remembered the day. So it was a little bit,
a little bit of thought.
A little bit of thought.
You done well.
Into my present.
A sharp pencil.
And then Maddie's gone and trumped me. Since the day that, pretty much the day that we'd started getting serious, she had this gut feeling that we'd end up together. So she basically had been writing this book for me.
Fuck off.
The whole journey of us dating, to the house, to us going to different weddings, to this and to that, and how she
like a life journal,
like a journal of how she might have been feeling.
Lachlan Bevan, this is your
of how
life.
she might have been feeling on this day, where one day she was down, but I helped her through it, and she's putting it all on, and then I've opened this book, and I lost it. Like it's the most thoughtful thing anyone has ever done for me, and it just,
So you actually have a book?
I've got a book that literally goes through our whole dating life, everything, the engagement, the parties, the house. Yeah, she absolutely, she fisted me.
Fisted you
without lube.
Yeah, and
you can't.
Yeah, so that was the.
That's fucking love right there.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. I haven't been able to get.
And then there's you sobbing all over your fucking book.
I know, getting fucking photos and shit, and but anyway, we get down to the beach. Everyone's down there. I'm peeking a little bit, freaking out. My brothers and my best man are around me. My brother, so my pop's passed away. My brother's got an heirloom from him, so he gave me that. I lost it then. Just a day full of emotion. I was wearing my pop on my chest. The day before the wedding, we actually spread Maddie's pop's ashes in the beach where we got married. So standing out, looking over the ocean, and seeing all this shit, knowing my family's all behind me, because family's massive to me. It was just too overpowering. I was like, fuck, I can't wait to just get this over and get all the formalities over and done with, just so I can take the edge off.
Get the heater.
Anyway, so I refused to turn around the whole time until Maddie was at the aisle, because it was a long walk down to the beach and you can obviously see the girls. But I said to my best man Reese, I said, tell me when she's fucking there and ready to go, and I'll turn then. And he looks at me and sure as shit, he goes, hey bruh. I said, what? He goes, she's here. And I started laughing. So I'm turning around and laughing, and then seeing her, obviously tears again. We got through the ceremony. The ceremony was great. because it was flogging. It had started raining during the ceremony and stuff, and I was sort of getting a bit antsy because that's how Maddie is. She wanted everything to be bang, 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 perfect. So it's a bit drizzly, you know. Everyone's got umbrellas, and then I got on the microphone that the celebrant had, and I said, "Look, if any of you guys know the bride like I do, if she comes down those stairs and sees you guys with umbrellas and not getting wet while she's getting wet in her wedding dress, I said she's gonna fucking kill you." And I basically just gave the mic back to the celebrant. Everyone dropped their umbrellas, sat down, and enjoyed the moment.
Yeah.
And then, as we're signing the certificate and stuff, starts flogging down. We piss off. Maddie's fucking upset.
They get upset about it, don't they?
Yeah, they get upset about it. But then I start peeking it a bit because I remember that I'm going to do a first dance.
Oh, that's the best.
Now, we've got a lot of bloopers, and in the wedding video, you see the dance itself and you see what it actually is. But we were meant to have this wedding on an open deck, on the reception, on an open deck. It got moved because it was raining into the restaurant. They cleared out the restaurant. They made it look amazing. Now, the first thought for me was because at the end of the dance, we had an extravagant flip where I basically backflipped Maddie.
I've seen this. This is like they're going to be applying for Dancing with the Stars next season. Have you seen it? We're going to have to get
There's a lot of pressure on man's shoulders after he's just been emotionally attacked.
It is. So anyway, we go in. I take off the jacket, I kick off the Birkenstocks because we wore them. But and then we got in. We're dancing, and as we're dancing around, right. So we got one sort of big lift where I lift her up in the air and do spins, and we're looking up in the air as we're dancing, and we're going, "Fuck, those lights are close." And anyway, so we've sort of shuffled over somewhere. No one's really noticed. We've done that lift. I've come out of it. I had a couple of beers at the time, so I come out of it fucking dizzy. She's holding me up and spinning around, and then she goes, "Remember we've got a flip?" And I went, "Fuck." And I said, "You're going to hit the roof." And she goes, No, I'll be fine. I said, "Righto." She says she'll be fine. We're all good. So spin her out, spin her back in, another spin. Backflip, lands, everything was fantastic. Everything was fantastic.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet.
Is she a dancer?
No, she's got 2 left feet. I was,
She's all on you.
I used to be a dancer.
A cheerleader.
I actually used to be a dancer, so that's,
What do you used to dance?
I used to break dance when I was younger.
Take me now, I've heard it all.
No, seriously, I used to break
down at Penrith Plaza on a Saturday.
I did that.
Did you really?
I did that. I danced at the Easter show. We won. We won the national titles 2 years in a row.
Cheers, God.
I swear to God. Ministry of Dance. Look us up.
Holy God!
Yeah, give it to the man.
No. So we used to do it. That's my claim to fame. So anyway, so I've made up the whole dance and shit or whatever, and then
choreography.
yeah. So and then I remembered I got a speech to do, and I've gone fuck.